I recently spent a month in Bali, and my objectives were pretty simple. Keep my remote job, spend as much time as possible with my family, and somehow still have enough energy to vlog it all. So here you go! What happened is that I have really nice cousins who work for different villas in Ubud, and I had really shit internet at my home in the village in the countryside. So my cousins invited me to come over and crash at their villa while it was empty. So that's what I did, and it really saved me because I could finally work in peace. This is absolutely not my typical day, but I'm giving myself a little break from work and I'm going to take a dip. I just got from the shop a couple of things because I'm going hungry. It's 1 o'clock and my parents are supposed to bring me lunch, but they're at the wedding, so anyway, got some Oreos. I feel like no matter what country I'm in, I'm gonna be eating that. And Yakult, it was the last packet, so lucky me. And I have a short snack and then I'm going to resume working. I just got out of the shower. My makeup kind of smudged. Anyway, still have 1 hour of work left. This has both felt like an amazing day and also a day that lasted 15 hours somehow. Just because I'm not used to having to go somewhere for work and I'm not used to having a pool at the same time, as well as doing everything with fast internet. It's the fastest internet I've had since I've been in Asia for like over a month. So I could finish a lot of projects and I'm so happy about that. I'm so thrilled, honestly. When you put so much effort and so much stress into completing something and then suddenly it just gets completed thanks to good Wi-Fi, it's really, really good. So super productive day. Gonna work for an hour more. It's 5 o'clock now. I'll work until 6. And after I take my Gojek and go back home to my little room, and I can't believe I haven't napped today. I usually nap, but makes me sound like a grandma. Anyway. When I first came to Indonesia when I was 5, I remember my aunts would go every evening to the river, and that was like the absolute highlight of my day. And I remember they already had like a bathroom where they could shower at home, but most of the villages back then didn't have bathrooms at home, so that's where they actually go and shower, was at the river. And it was such a social experiment. There would be one corner for women and children, and well, children actually went kind of everywhere, and one corner for men. And then I remember it was so full of life, so many people were there, and there was soap foaming up in the river because they would wash their clothes and the kids would play. So I'm curious, I haven't been there in quite some years, like especially to that place where my my aunt would take me, but yeah. forgot my glasses, so I kind of feel like this, but it's as naturally luxuriant as I remember it, is as mosquito filled as I remember it, and yeah. The water isn't, well, it is exactly as I remember it, very dark. And if you look closely under, I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but there's lots of plastic at the bottom. We collectively, 3 of us, chickened out. And we're gonna go to another place in the river, which we have to take our motorcycle. I mean, it's just at the end of the village. But yeah, I think it'll be a little more open, and I don't know, just let's give it a go. After about 4 people telling us to go either way, I think we just go back home. Just gonna shower in my own shower.
On les mette plutôt en LTI quand... Je t'avais dit la réponse qu'il m'avait envoyée?
Oui, que c'était...
16 différents LTI scores.
Oui, oui.
En gros, on pourrait avoir des remontées de données de la même manière.
Believe it or not, this was actually my first time staying over in a villa in Bali, which sounds ridiculous considering I've been coming here my whole life, but I usually just stay with my family in the village, so being here was very different. And honestly, I get it now. Waking up in a tropical garden with a pool just a few steps away, working with this kind of view, it's a pretty great life. It almost felt like as being back in Europe in terms of comfort, not wondering what mysterious creature was making that noise on the ceiling or what just brushed my head. But at the same time, I also felt like it wasn't really in my Bali anymore. Look at this view! Like, I do feel like a tourist being here, and suddenly that Balinese part of me is kind of shut down. But in terms of comfort and experience, it's a 10 out of 10. So I understand that what people are going on crazy about Bali, banging on and stuff. If that had been my first experience, I would have probably been the same. So why did nobody tell me sooner that was an option? There's this whole side of Bali that's all about luxury, beautiful villas, infinity pools, fancy cafes and all that jazz. And honestly, it is amazing, but what's funny is that it's also a side of Bali that my family and a lot of locals barely know about. And in my family, nobody really grows up spending a weekend in a villa. It's just not part of life. So, believe it or not, it was the very first overnight family trip we've ever taken together to a fancy-ish hotel. So we drove to the north of Bali in Singaraja, and we checked into the hotel, and seeing my aunts and my uncle experience it was honestly one of my favorite parts of the trip. We went walking in the rain to get some cheese or anything to eat, because there's not a lot of vegetarian restaurants right here. It's pouring rain, and we only have one, one like very small umbrella. So it's funky. The garden here at the hotel is so beautiful. It's dawn right now and the lights are on, and I just feel like I'm in a tropical jungle, and I'll just show you around a little bit. And just like that, my trip to Bali came to an end. We said goodbye to everyone. I absolutely bawled my eyes out, which is quite rare, but everybody did. It was very going from neighbor to neighbor, just crying basically. But yeah, anyway, the next stop was Jakarta, and this was another first for me. In just a few hours, I went from a quiet countryside where I was finding frogs in my shoes to the middle of Jakarta, surrounded by skyscrapers and traffic. It was a very, very contrasted situation, but I kind of liked it. It kind of reminded me of China, and I liked the energy of the city because it was moving around. There were lots of lights and people everywhere. But unfortunately, Jakarta was also the moment where my body decided to log off. It had enough. So I got really sick during those days, and my schedule followed a 4-step rule of work, sleep, go to the mall, and repeat. So I'm sorry I don't have a lot of footage from Jakarta as much as I would have liked. Especially that my parents met in Jakarta almost 40 years ago. So discovering this place is a very important part of my family's history. Anyway, could still manage to make the most regarding my condition, and it was a really nice way to end this trip. A lot of new places and a lot of first times and a lot of memories I wasn't expecting to make. So thank you for watching, and catch you later.